back to another video of the life of Mike, and I got something fucking cool I want to show y'all and shit. Like I said, my 4K TV I got for fucking Christmas that year from Lockdown 23-1. It's put up still. I kind of didn't want to bring that out because I don't want to like use it yet because I don't really watch TV much, but I will in the future. But I got an HD gaming monitor Christmas gift. I guess it's a Christmas gift. Hell, maybe I can't distinguish, but I got Lockdown 23 and looked out and gave me a fucking HD monitor and shit. Check it out. HD gaming monitor. I know it looks small from here, but it's actually pretty fucking big. See how that little table is? Pretty fucking long, actually. I don't know how I didn't measure the dimensions for it. But a lot of them looked out and shit. I was like, yo, this is cool. I needed this shit. I mean, I was gonna, of course, it's a little bit smaller and shit, more portable than my HD TV. HD is way bigger than that. But this shit's like everything I need. Like, it's meant for you to be up close to that bitch. You know what I mean? It ain't just something like a TV and you sit back. This motherfucker big as fuck, and you're supposed to be close to it. You know what I mean? That's what a monitor is. Maybe forgetting what the fuck is. Oh, it's just another HD TV. No, it's not HD TV. It's a fucking gaming monitor. I guess. I mean, it's probably not even a gaming monitor. It's probably a monitor so fucking expensive, you might as well count the bitch as a gaming monitor. You know what I mean? You might as well count it as a gaming monitor. I would assume, right? Right, guys? Shit. I'm just really happy to have this shit. I'm so fucking happy to have it. I haven't even plugged up my fucking Christmas gift my sister gave me. That's what Christmas does. Christmas creates whatever you want. This is fucking cool, man. Maybe I forgot what the fucking Christmas was really about. You get what you want on Christmas. I'm gonna have a good Christmas one year. I'm not saying good Christmas. I guess what I'm trying to explain is give a good Christmas to someone one year. Like, go out and do a ton of shit on Christmas in the future or whatever. But that's just to do it. I don't even think I care about Christmas. Is that fucked up? To be real with you, I don't even think I even care about Christmas. I do care about Christmas though, but maybe it'll mean more to me. But the Christmas spirit, how it felt growing up, I don't think I felt. Man, I got so high on weed that I forgot what the Christmas spirit felt like. Like, I don't really feel the Christmas spirit. Is that fucking crazy? I could get a lot of gifts and I still not feel the Christmas spirit. I think what the real Christmas spirit was really about when I grew up was around family, and you kind of get your shit, and you have your shit after hanging out with your family more. And shit then for some reason seemed to go really slow. It was like Christmas Day. That day was like a week. I swear to fucking God, like that day was a long ass day. There's many Christmas I could tell you, like, damn, that happened on Christmas. I'm like, this happened on Christmas. I've been knocked out on Christmas before, dude. Punch my cousin. Okay, we're walking down the street, right? It's like only one person here. You get to hear the fucking story. I never told the story. On Christmas Day, like 2001 or 2002, 2003, a long time ago, I was like 14 years old, 15, something like that. And we're walking down the street, and my cousin, we always listened to Tupac back then. This is before I even ever listened to Eminem. Remember, I didn't listen to Eminem until like 2006, 2007. In 2005, or beginning of 2006, I'm not sure I listened to Eminem. But my point is, this Tupac called West Side, right? It's when we're walking down the street in Norfolk, right? And, the guy rides by on a bicycle, right? And my cousin says something like, no. People, another person passed by a bicycle or something, or something happened where we said West Side or something to someone. It was just, we're just being funny, right? Now we said West Side to some black dude on a bike, right? And he turned back and looked at us, right? And then my cousin shouted the word that he's a bum and shit on the bike and shit. So like I get to the store, and I remember the one dude standing there, he like really fucking mad or some shit. So I guess the dude told one dude that we called the dude a name or something, right? This is where the incident ends up outside. But dude never said nothing to me. Of course, I'm walking down the street. I get back to where it kind of was. And the dude says, hey, you said something to my family member? I was like, no. I was like, and actually I said, I don't even know what you're talking about. And I didn't know who the guy was. I'm trying to like understand what this guy is. So dude punched me in the back head and knocked me out. Like, what the fuck? Yo. So this is a grown dude. gonna hit a kid. Like, is that a thing? You just is it a thing for a grown person to punch a kid? Like, I was a kid then. Man. I was like 14 years old. I was incredibly small, even smaller than what I was. So that dude, I could have been like someone that was like 9 or some shit. Cause I was really small when I was 12 years old or 13 or some shit. Well, I was like 13 or 14 or some shit. I can't really remember. But I was even smaller then, so it looked like I was probably like 11 or 10. That's my point. Um, so the dude, some guy that was like 20 years old or some shit, came up and punched me in the back of the head, and knocked me out, dude. It was like the worst thing ever, and I had like this really bad hangover type feeling the next day, like I was gonna die. So then I never even went to the hospital for. I didn't know it was something that was supposed to be that serious. Be having a head injury, that it was what is it? A concussion. That's what it was. Like I should have went to the hospital for that shit, but I seemed okay. But I felt really fucking bad for some reason. But I didn't say nothing to that dude's what the dude said it did. My cousin did. So that's probably like why my life probably came out better than my cousin's. I'm not that's a pretty fucked up thing to say, but I'm way further than him. But he's been way further than me, so it kind of like balances out and shit. Which I hope he goes further in life and shit. Me too, I guess, with fucking having a ton of shit. That's kind of really why I look at it. Get a lot of ton of shit in life. I guess I'm further than someone, right? Really, I guess it's like that. Remember, another man trash, another man trash. None of those is fucking trash or nothing. No, fucking all this shit's like, I guess, brand new or the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this shit just came out of the fucking box. Box and shit. But no, I haven't took this out the box yet. I mean, I took it out the box. I haven't took it out the box to plug it up. That's the point. I gotta take my words out of fucking order and say I'm fucking saying something different and shit in video. Like, I don't fucking know, okay? You feel me? It's an Android TV box. And I got an HD monitor. I gotta plug that shit up. I'm like plugging that shit up right now. But yeah, I'm just here chilling. Blazing up. One day I'll go hang out with people, right? And then I realize probably that people are cool and are not cool as they seem to be. Let's just say that. Like, I'm talking about the whole fucking. How, like, some of the people. What I'm saying is how the people at work trying to say they don't have time to work, but don't want to work, but are at the job and they got something else to do. What's more important than your job? That's what I don't understand. Is that something I've missed out on after I started working? Like, I mean, then this is what I thought of too. Everybody at work doesn't want to be at work because they haven't had a chance to express themselves all the way. I have, but I just want to work now. I don't really care about I guess, like, I don't have somewhere to be. Does that make sense? Like, I done went everywhere I wanted to be and did what I wanted to do. Did it shit so everything I wanted to do so much, I don't even want to do those things anymore. I want to do I just want to buy something now. Does that make sense? These people don't really care about having the money or losing their job. They just want to have a little bit of money to do something. Me, I don't even want to just have money to do something like them. I want to save up money to buy something to where it's fucking insane to buy something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Does that make sense? So my point is, these people never got a chance to not live life. They had to work, and then they're already fucking 18 years old working. That means you still haven't got a chance. You just got out of school and you have to work. You haven't even got a chance to write down your feelings, how you think about life,
You don't got time to run through all the movies, episodes, video games. You don't have time to read everything. You don't have time to read all the religions and philosophies. You don't have time to fucking read about science. You don't got time to watch all the YouTube videos there possibly is. You have no time to listen to all the old school 90s rap music as fucking possible. You have no goddamn time to try to play as much fucking crazy video games as possible. You don't have enough time to start reading everything you possibly can on fucking Facebook. You don't have no fucking time to message people who are in the darkness or good and Christianity and it list goes on and on. Mormonism to fucking Jehovah's Witnesses to people who believe in witchcraft. You don't got time to go meet those people either. I've been to the fucking meet to some of the people before. My girlfriend used to be a Wiccan. I don't believe in this shit though. You don't. These people had never no time to go experience. None of these fucking people go out read none of this shit, do anything, and they don't. And that's what they haven't came to the conclusion at work that really all the shit they think they need to do, where they need to be is work and not fucking worry about just not leaving. Like the dude today, he was gonna leave at 8 o'clock. He wasn't gonna stay till 10 just because he just came in and he'll only be 3 hours just with another person. And he said he's leaving at 8, just leave the other dude there, so he's gonna shut the store down. What the fuck? Yo, so my point is life. Fuck man. I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to explain anymore. It's easy. People don't want to fucking be at the work because they want to be at work so they have money to do what they want, but yet they never had a chance to do what they want. Me as a disabled person, well, fuck. Obviously, you have enough physical strength to get all this shit done. I don't even have enough physical strength to goddamn play sports, and I'm already thinking about goddamn wanting to be a UFC fighter and shit. Isn't that crazy? No, I think like in stamina sports, I really couldn't fucking do, but UFC only take like a fucking punch. You know what I mean? It don't really take like that's like less stressful as playing basketball. I know that sounds stupid, but I'd be better off being a UFC fighter or a boxer than playing any fucking sport, if that makes sense. Because I got enough energy and time to get everything within a certain time period. As long as I keep it within that physical time period, I'm good. Not fucking bounce a fucking basketball for fucking like 4 hours fucking straight or however long that shit is. You know what I mean? That shit's long. So, concluding one more time, I've already got to do all that shit. That's why I'm at work. I wonder why the fuck these people don't want to do their work or half-ass it. Like one dude, the dude that came in today, this motherfucker, I was about to say dude's name. Yo, this dude came in, right, and just sat down. And I was already 30 minutes into not wanting to be there. I think I told the story already. Fucking, and then the dude, he just waited. And then I did like all the people that were fucking line. And then the next person came in so I could leave. And then he finally got up there. What the fuck? Yo, I'm already in your shift. There's no one even working on your shift right now. So that means I took control of their shift for 30 minutes and the other dude didn't even do nothing on the next shift. So they wonder why when the next shift comes on and tells me to fucking do something, that I'm like, fuck no. That's how that fucking works. And I play games on it. It's a fucking Android TV box. You can play video games on it. You program fucking like fucking games on it and shit. No games. You put a controller to that thing and fucking just make it do whatever. I did laundry recently, guys. I gotta fucking shave. I'm tired of fucking shit being on my fucking face. I think that's what I gotta do, right? I'm too lazy to fucking do it. It only takes a fucking second. You know what I mean? Scrags. Scraggly. Is that my new name? Scraggly Mike? Not rapper Mike, Scraggly. Scraggly Mike. Isn't it funny how I never comb my fucking hair? Seeing my hair like this reminds me of my mug shot. Remember my mug shot when I got locked up? Remember seeing that video, guys? When I got locked up on Locked Up 21's channel, they're like, yo, this dude got locked up. I thought she was funny as fuck for some reason. When I got out, of course, and seen it. I was like, what? I didn't know it looked like that. Now, I think I had like a copy of the picture at one point. I guess in jail, when you kind of like look at it, I got to see it at one point. I can't really remember where I seen that picture, but I remember I had the shirt on and my hair was really fucking long. And I didn't cut my hair till like, I think the other time I got out, right? No, oh yeah, when I got out, I got a haircut, right? Well, dude, okay, that's right. I'm stupid. No, I got locked up twice. That's why I forgot. And then right before I got out this time, I cut my hair a week or two before I got out, so my hair was kind of like just a little bit of hair. If you notice when I came on, now my hair's like all fucking crazy and shit again. Um, so that's what I learned from people who are 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 at work, or the dude that's 20. They're just young dudes that haven't had a chance to do things in life. Like, what the fuck? Like, if that makes sense. I mean, yeah, I had a girlfriend before. I may not have a girlfriend at this point, and they may have a girlfriend do it. But like, yo, it's not that big of a deal, is it? I don't know. Maybe just people have different goals and accomplishments like me. My goals are way fucking further than what the fuck they believe. I'm not saying they have good goals or they're gonna get somewhere. And the dude was saying he has a military mom and shit. He said he smoked a weed blunt in his room and he had to blow it out the window really quick and get rid of the smell. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm smoking a blunt. When I lived with my grandma, I smoked crack. No, I'm kidding. I didn't smoke fucking crack. I smoked weed, man. I smoked weed all day long. That my uncle came in and said, "You fucking made this whole entire fucking house smell like fucking." I think he used a word like an older person would use because he don't smoke weed at all, or never did any drug or smoke or drink or nothing. Uh, you had the whole house smell like pot. I think that's what he used. He used the word pot. I always thought the fucking word pot was fucking stupid for people to use for fucking weed. It makes it sound like you're fucking about to cook something. I don't know why. I get it, but I never used that term for some reason. I just think it sounds fucking stupid. And a dude, like some dudes from school and shit, right? This one guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but he had yeah, he's like the same name as me actually. But uh, one day in the hallway, he was like, "Yo, you want some weed or something?" I was like, "Nah, man, I don't smoke tree." And he was like, "Man, you smoke tree because you referred to it as tree, man." And then I realized, oh, that's right. That's like when I was at work and the one black chick, she's pretty cool, right? And they asked me some weird sexual questions. They asked me what I do all these different things with a female. Have I done these things with a female before? I said no, I don't do these things, but I've done this before. I don't know. I wasn't even trying to be on that topic. I don't know why they would even bring up that fucking topic, but that's when Kiki was there, like right, and oh yeah, I can't use people's name and shit. But does it really matter? I don't know. Oh yeah, she don't really work there. Her and the other chick, right? The other black chick was a female, right? Not like a guy. So they got the other. She got the other chick somehow into some sexual conversation, and then the other chick, since she acts like a dude, asked me, and the other chick was already playing along with it. So if it was just me and the other chick, the conversation wouldn't have happened. If that makes sense. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't eat ass. As simple as that. It's not gonna get me anywhere in life if I do. You know what I mean? It's just probably gonna be herpes or some crazy shit. That shit's like, and plus I got this religious moral behind all that shit, and all this other obligation, crazy shit I don't want to cross into fucking religion. Doesn't mean I can't have a girlfriend and wife and have a kid and shit like that. No, that's not fucking Happy New Year and shit. Um, what's my fucking original point? The chicks asked me fucking question at work. The other chick, they're just weird asking questions. I guess that's my fucking point. Um, but when I tell these people, fuck my original fucking question. Got on the topic of fucking some sexual fucking thing. Shit's distracting. LA seems cool, but that chick was weird. She turned me down even though I never really showed any interest in her. Isn't that stupid? As soon as she said she broke up with her boyfriend, and I said something about, I think that's probably what it was. I was like, "You broke up with your boyfriend." That's what it was. 'Cause I heard broke up with her boyfriend. For somehow at the workplace, when the conversation, you talk about it. That's the one I got out of it. Like now, I said you broke up with your boyfriend, and I've seen what her boyfriend looked like. Like he seemed like he's a tall dude, her size and shit. But she told me she didn't like date white guys. So my point is, I don't wasn't really care because in high school a black chick wanted to date me. It probably looked just as good as her or better, right? I may think they look nice or look good or try to compare them if I like them like I do a white female, which is not even on that level, if that makes sense. Not saying that they're on a lower level. See how this whole stupid conversation comes about? I'm not goddamn attracted to black females, if that makes sense. And the way that I would date them or care about dating them. If it's because she's a female, then you would say yeah. I would say yeah, but I'm not. I don't give a fuck even that far to even care if that makes sense. I would turn down a black female if it. I'll probably turn down a black female to prove I don't like black females, even if it's a celebrity. That's my point. That makes sense. Like just to prove it one time, but you can't prove shit to no one, and that ain't ever gonna happen for me to prove it. But my point is, I like white females. So my point to her was, I said right afterward, I don't date black females because I told that same shit to a black chick in school and she said I was prejudiced. So unless I think this maybe that's what it is. Every female thinks you're just trying to date them, even if it's just a conversation about something. And I'm not trying to date every female there is, if that makes sense. I only want one female. I'm talking to one female at a time. I know that sounds completely insane, but life I learned you only get to talk to one female at a time. Yeah, that's true, but I'm starting to feel like, am I gonna become a player? I don't really care about talking to more than one female, but in the life of everybody really trying to communicate with everybody nowadays, you're kind of stuck doing that. It ain't really about you're trying to fuck a relationship up. Oh, it's kind of like this. Even if I'm just talking to a chick on social media and she found I'm talking to another chick on social media, she's not gonna talk to me. It's stupid. Like, yo, I don't even have you met you yet. What the fuck are you wrong? Something wrong with you? Like the chick in Portsmouth and shit. Donna's fine as fuck. She wanted to meet me. Like, and then I told her put some chick on a chick's book that was locked up. That was the chick I kind of liked, but I never said I liked her. I was like, hey, I was like, happy Valentine's Day. I did this for a female on Valentine's Day. It's supposed to represent I'm doing something good. She's like, I don't even want to talk to you no more. What the fuck? Yo, I haven't even met you yet. Just got to send you a message say I'm interested. Doesn't mean that you have to turn me down. I haven't got a chance to meet you yet. Still haven't got a chance to meet her. What the fuck? What? I'm just messaging. I think the internet thing. I think some people take too far and it kind of tricks me up on some shit. Then I realize it shouldn't even fucking matter. That makes sense. It does. It does matter to a large extent, but not like it should be, man. I'm getting sucked into the 20-year-olds, people that were born 20 years ago, social media lifestyle. I hate to say it. I guess that's what it is nowadays. I guess I'm like some dude that's 34 years old trying to play off the fucking cool social media stuff, and it doesn't work out. It doesn't. Do you think people like my fucking posts on social media? No. I say the most insane shit on social media, how I feel about something, and no one can relate to it. Like, they don't even, is someone gonna like, is someone gonna comment? What the fuck's the purpose of this shit if no one can fucking say something just created me? Then I gotta join fucking groups. They can't fucking understand what the fuck I'm trying to explain. And then I explain everything head is with something. Then there's no point in having a conversation. No one's gonna agree with you anyway. But that's the whole point about it. You know what I mean? But my point is, I should get motherfuckers start liking more shit on social media. I don't like that shit. I get a bunch of confusion and people I don't even know in person. That's the funny thing about it. I should leave it that way. You know what I mean? I mean, I name my cousin over there or some dumb shit. So I can send messages, but it really ain't like I don't know none of those people. Not at all. None of them. All of my real Facebook that had all the people I knew from high school and people I knew in person is gone, and I'm never gonna add those people ever again. If that makes sense. So you'd have to find someone I know and add all the people they know, and then try to figure out who I am. If you want to, like, try to figure out who I am, if that makes sense. But I'm who I am, if that makes sense. So you're not gonna get nothing new. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get nothing new out of them. They're just gonna think that everything that you know about me is it's just like I was a guy that, at one point people only see me as the person I was when I was believing Christianity and stuff, if that makes sense. Now I'm a completely different person and that part of who I am and how I think ain't there. Conjuring movies. I never seen the Conjuring movies, but it sounds interesting and shit. You know, paranormal shit and mysterious evil shit happenings seems kind of cool, right? Like this one chick on fucking social media, she said I was like arrogant or something about something and said she said Ouija boards could do Ouija boards. She said the Ouija board predicted her friend's death and the motherfucker died, and the Ouija board said it, and then the motherfucker still died, right? I told her I would set a fucking Ouija board on fire. I know the YouTuber did it. He got a lot of fucking views. He was real fucking not famous for doing it, but he has so many followers. He decided to burn a Ouija board and probably got more followers. But I don't think nothing's gonna happen behind it. You know, I don't really. It's not real because it's not real. I don't think it's real, so it's not real. If people believe it's real, you're gonna keep thinking of it until it's real. That's just the way I look at it. Hey Tam, I unblocked you on fucking Facebook. I meant to do it already. What the fuck? For some reason, my messenger thing lets me block it really quick, and I'm supposed to undo it. And I had to go into my fucking Facebook settings and all this crazy shit. When I started how much settings are to fucking Facebook, I couldn't believe that shit. I don't even want to start thinking about how I gotta memorize more shit about a website to configure everything. So you kind of wasn't supposed to be like completely blocked. My friend even said that. He's like, "Don't block her, man. Damn, I was like, it wasn't that serious. Like, yo." He's like, what the fuck? We were both wasted as fuck. I don't know, man. And then he kind of went through the whole, am I doing something wrong thing? Hasbro or some shit, or fucking Parker Brothers. I just want that. I'm back. But yeah, the HD monitor I got, guys. Lockdown 23 and 1 looked out. Give me a gaming HD monitor. Fucking cool as fuck, ain't it? My Android TV box shit. Where's my controller? I got my gaming controller right here. See? I plug this shit up with this, and I got a USB thing that's on my laptop. Where's my laptop? My laptop's right here. See this little piece right here? Plug this shit up right here and shit. I was starting to think that I chose a good career path in high school, in a way. But what I really wanted to do, I did too, like the rap thing. And then I thought about what I needed to do in the future that I never thought about doing, and that's what I really wanted to do. You get what I mean? Once I have money to do it, if that makes sense. Which I'll explain in the future. And for the people that want to know what it is, the website domain names I bought, all the ones I bought, that's everything I'm gonna be doing with myself. Fucking crumbs. I thought it was weed for a second. I gotta have a lot of tree right here, and somehow the weed fucking magically gets on me because I reach over things and shit, and the weed sticks on me, and I don't want to lose all my fucking weed. You know what I mean? I do that shit a lot. Like one time, a cat jumped across my shit, and it's fucking fur velcroed that shit. Fuck, shit's crazy. But yeah, I got a gaming controller right here. This controller right here, eBay $13 works. Nah, I'm gonna be out to spend 50 in the city. 50 and 60 and shit. Oh, my fucking stomach. What the fuck's wrong with my stomach, man? I gotta eat something. Got too much fucking energy to go. I slept for fucking 9 hours last night. I worked for 6 hours. Maybe that's my goal. I'm trying to fulfill all the 7 deadly sins as fast as fucking possible. Nah. I've already fulfilled all 7 deadly sins. It's not even a bad, it's a bad state of mind to be in, actually. What me think of that, though, was I read came across Alcoholics Anonymous. Excuse me for a second. But no, I don't grow. I do always want one plant, but that's just too much. No, the temperature change. I mean, maybe next year and during the summer I'll grow a couple and it get done or something. You know, ain't no big of a deal because on some technicality, if I'm renting, all I gotta do is get my family member to give me a lease, even though I don't technically pay rent, guys. I mean, come on. And since I'm actually under my own dwelling and I'm actually doing something here, it's kind of like my own household. So I do have my right to my actual number of plants because it's per household, the law. So if it came down to it, I'm allowed to do mine separate from everybody else's because that's theirs, and you gotta, and the law behind it, you gotta put like your social security number and name and shit, and there's like a whole fucking thing to it. So if the cops take pictures and take it, it's proof that it's just yours. That's how you get around the whole fucking thing, and then you kind of just let the judge know, or if it takes further this, you're stupid enough to take it to fucking court, because obviously at that point they're like, well, how's it yours? Because now you're not federally fucking with the federal law. Virginia overlapped the federal law. The federal law still that's fucking legal as fuck, and motherfuckers growing that shit, they're gonna kick your fucking door in. Here, it's just kind of like, well, you're just gonna get a fine if you have a little bit more than what you're supposed to. But you better hope you don't get that fine, or the other person don't get that fine that you claim what's yours. You're only four. Then both people kind of won't get the fine. You'll get the fine if you only have like five. It's just that's how it works. It's not even that bad of a thing. It's just like I just grow two outside as long as they're not in public vision and shit. This is actually farmland. When I was a little boy, my grandma had chickens and little chickadees. I used to be trying to catch them shits, and the chicken used to try to run after me and stuff. So it's that Old Town Country Road. Old Town Country Road, guys. Y'all like that song by Lil Nas X and shit? And what? Billy Ray Cyrus? Old Town Country Road. Chickens, farmland and shit. Real farmland. Big ass farmland. Chickens and shit, right? That Old Town Country Road. You know what I mean? So my point is, uh, it was pretty cool growing up, fucking some little boy, fucking seeing chickens and shit. We had some other animals. What was the animal we had? We had a bunch of animals here actually at one point because it was farmland. We were legally allowed to have them. Um, I don't know if it's still classified that. I think that whole thing was kind of like lifted due to some fucking this whole commercial shit being built because fucking they built. Your city used to be all woods and fucking they built a fucking shit, right? Um, I don't know if it's fucking considered farmland anymore. You have cows. That's cool. Chickens are cool. I like chickadees. They're all little cute little things you like put in your pocket. That's all I want to do, man. I just want to throw a pokeball at a fucking little chickadee and shit, and it should just fucking somehow if science came down to the real science, right, and there was a chickadee, right, you could throw something at it and it hits it, right, and that shit goes inside of it like a pokeball. In real life, like it's not just a cartoon and it's happening or just it's added in a video and it, like this is what it may look like in person in an edited video. Like the real science happens that you can hit something with a pokeball or a ball, and that shit it sends a laser out, and it takes that goddamn shit. It could possibly happen, and then compresses it in another form inside the fucking ball. That's completely possible, actually. I think that's actually the most possible fucking thing there possibly can be. It's just really goddamn complex to do. To take the matter, compress that shit, and a little beam of light inside of a ball and shit, and manifest that shit outward after you press a button. That shit's nuts. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe, no. Now I'm on the topic of scientifically trying to prove there's a possibility to make a Pokeball. That's fucking nuts. Why the fuck would I even think of that? Probably because I was a little kid and shit want to throw fucking. After I actually learned about Pokemon when I was like 11 years old. I remember when I heard about that shit, right? I heard about it. I watched a VHS, right? And then all these kids at school were talking about Pokemon cards. And that's how I kind of got into Pokemon. They had Pokemon cards. So some kid seen some other kid thought some shit was cool back in the day. I had a conversation with someone recently about that. I think it was someone that was like 21 or some shit or 22. I think it was at work. I can't really remember. And I was like, they were kind of like talking about how something that came up about Pokemon, and then I was bragging about how this is how it was then because of this. Back then, there was only this and this, and this. And like, I was just bragging for the night. Like, this one dude, when I was in the jail cell with the dude, right? The dude was really fucked up, right? But he was a gangster disciple. He was a fucking actually he renounced his gangster discipleship and joined Aryan Brotherhood. I think I told the story already. Like I mentioned in a video or some shit at one point. So Dizzy, Daniel. What was I gonna say? I told I told him that. What the fuck was I gonna explain, man? Happy birthday, Tam. Dang, if I wasn't a fucking idiot, I'd be able to leave you a happy birthday on Facebook. But I'm starting to feel Facebook's not important to me. Because my real Facebook's gone. I don't add any real people on Facebook, so it's just like I'm on a website talking to random people on a forum. You know how like you message people on YouTube, you don't know none of them? Like that. I don't know none of them. It's just people with pictures. It's kind of like seeing people in a magazine. They don't respond. They don't want you to call them. And all the dudes are arrogant as fuck. So where do you win at with social media? You don't. There ain't no win. I'm thinking I'm supposed to win something, but I'm always stuck at one part of a conversation with someone that is fucked up, and or that I'm trying to prevent something fucked up said to me, and I'm already crossed the threshold to where it happens anyway. Like there's no, it's always moving in that direction. I guess I don't think that I really like the social construct of social media. Honestly, so MySpace was cool in high school. It was a cool thing, you know. We kind of did it, but like I don't really don't like it being older. I guess maybe we gotta have more of a purpose for that shit. Super chats again when I get this channel monetized. Make sure I read that correctly. Yeah, when I get this channel monetized and shit, uh, which should be a while. I know I'm always going some crazy philosophy about how I see life, but it's life is what it is, but it is what how you want it to be too, in a way. And that's going off into another fucking philosophy about life. It's really cool how this shit works, man. Whenever I feel bad, all I do is try to first smoke weed, I guess. And I guess, and or if I don't got weed to smoke, or I feel like that's one thing about it, not having weed after smoking a lot of weed. It's hard to focus for some reason. I hate to say it, guys. It's like a, but then again, if I just go to sleep or take some Seroquel, I'm sure I don't need no psych meds or just go to sleep, it's good. I just believe I got to smoke weed because I want to do something and I'm not focusing hard enough and I'm just mad about something I think about. That's all. That's all it really is when it comes down to smoking weed, and I know that. Yeah, man. Bless some super chats. I really appreciate that if you did that when I get the shit monetized again, of course. I just don't know how to fucking. I got to spend a little bit more time on here and try to get it to where my channels gets monetized. I've been making videos on and off for a while, and I got 6 more months to do it since when I got out and started doing videos on here. Um, and then it'll be monetized at one point. So I hope to get monetized in another year from now. If that makes sense. I pick up the pay, start doing videos more often. Some cooking. Yeah, I cook. I just don't like recording cooking and stuff. The thing about doing YouTube is it's narrating a lot of stuff. I don't narrate. I don't. I just do it however I want, and that's really not what YouTube's about. In a way, my point is, I got a lot of stuff I'm gonna be doing on this channel in the future. It's just whatever I'm doing, it's gonna be quick, cool videos, and then or fucking streams of some cool fucking shit. I got a lot planned. A lot. Because once I make a lot of money, like I'm supposedly saying, and if I get some money, and I buy a car, of course, and then do what I want to do, if that makes sense. uh, then I'll be putting. I'm gonna have enough money when that shit happens anyway. So, and then I'm gonna get all this other shit I'm doing, and then I'm gonna have someone just recording for me because I'm gonna be in the video at that point. I'm gonna have to pay someone to probably record, and then I'm gonna be doing some other shit with my fucking YouTube channel. A lot of cool shit actually. Oh, cooking when I'm bored? Oh, I didn't read that correctly. Well, looking up. Yeah, cooking does, but it's always worth it in the end, man. When I cook spaghetti for like that 4 hours that day or 5 hours, some crazy 4 hours, I put like 4 hours on that shit, and it was like perfect. And then it was really cold that day, and I had like a top for the meat, and like by the next day, I didn't even put it in the refrigerator. I was already done eating it. Like it couldn't go bad because then the meat and the all the oils have to settle in the meat and then extract itself before it goes bad. So you kind of have a day without putting it in the refrigerator before it actually goes bad. But it was real cold in the kitchen because they keep all that shit turned off so they don't burn up that electricity and shit. So technically, it stayed cold. Now, if it wasn't been a little warmer in there and I'd known it, I would have fucking put it up where it was fucking colder. So I was too late to put it up so much on the fucking stove, which I ate the next day. See, I'm still alive. Like I eat a chip that falls on the ground in jail and I eat it, and so I was like, you don't fucking do that shit. What the fuck? Like, if I die, you win. I die. Every time I've said that, I haven't died yet. It's not like you off the ground, but I guess that counts. Something like that. Like eating peanut butter off someone's sandal in jail. Yeah, that happened. I don't know if Down 23 even remembers that story. I think he was in the block, dude. That was all the same scenario and shit because Holcomb was in there. I ate sand and Face, the cereal bar he tied down there and shit, and he did push ups, so he brought out and I ate shit. I like to think about that shit. But look, ate peanut butter off a sandal. I don't know if I told you that story or not. It's pretty fucked up, right? And they said the rule was I got like $6 or $7 for that shit. Like I didn't just let them charge me, and then I did the fucking swirly for fucking like $4. Then I made a swole. One dude I sold trays to him for his canteen, and when his canteen came, I didn't give him nothing. And he was struggling for shit. And he was a dude on the street that struggled for heroin. Now this is what he did to me in the end. He ran me up about 30 trays and only paid me like $1 one time, and then said he was going to pay me, but he never did. But that's why I didn't give him shit, because I know he tried to fuck me over, and I took my shit confident. He called me a little rascal all the time. Some fucking dude, I can't remember his fucking name. I always wonder what happened to that guy. I was in 2010 during my same sentencing, and I was in another block, away from another block. Well, I thought with that guy, and that was my first few months in jail. Then I got moved to the other block that Down 23 and 1 was in, which was my cellmate. And I think the first thing I said when I went in the cell was like, I can't climb up there, or something about the bottom bunk. I only think I had a bottom bunk pass. You just gave it to me. You hopped up at the top or some shit. And he always hopped down. And he exercised all fucking day long. That's another thing I forgot to tell y'all. Yo, this dude exercised all fucking day long. Or at least I thought he exercised all day long because he'd always be doing these reps and shit. Yo, is this dude always working out? I don't fucking know, man. I forgot to tell y'all that shit. I don't know why I forgot to tell y'all that shit. Another thing that bothered me, that I've been thinking about, there's no way to climb down from up there, and it's still pretty fucking high for even a taller person. I'm not lying, man. That motherfucker's up there. It's like at fucking 5 feet, 5 feet up in the air. You gotta climb up there to get up there, man. And that's like climbing over me. I'm fucking 5 foot tall. let's see, the bunk was like right here. No, that shit was like on 6 foot fucking tall or some shit where the bunk was, or 5.5. That every morning we get up for breakfast. Thanks, I really appreciate it, JB Wild. Lotto 23-1 is pretty fucking cool. Solid person, yeah. And he's a good friend. Even though like ever think about it as like a friendship thing, I guess he's a good friend. I guess now, not back then, because it was kind of like we were just sell people. If that makes sense with mixing the two things together just now, thinking about it. I guess I was thinking about how I was just in the cell then. But let me continue my story. He would jump down and really have to land to jump down. He wouldn't just like try to climb down, like, because there's a way to climb down. He would fucking jump down like this. And since it's just early in the morning, it seemed to really distress him because your body really ain't awake. You know? I was like, damn, is this dude okay, man? He'd hop down every fucking time. I was like, yo, does this dude have this every fucking time? Or is he gonna fucking just fall through the floor? Like, yo, I don't know what it is. It's something that replays in my mind all the time. Like, because we would wake up, and then it took me a long time to actually remember this, too. That's the weird thing about it. That he would jump from the top fucking bunk in the morning, and it seemed like he was gonna fall through the fucking floor. Like, yeah, this dude must got, because he exercises all the time. Like, this dude must have fucking a lot of. I couldn't do some shit like that. Maybe since I got bowed legs and people hopping off something and landing like that I can't actually do that. To them, it's probably nothing. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't probably do that. Yeah, there's a train fucking right there. That if one day if it stops me and I can't get to work, then I'm gonna have to tell my boss, I'm sorry, the train stopped me one time. It stopped me like 30 minutes. Did it slow me up? No, because I just smoked some weed and just waited. And if it was gonna take fucking forever or stop, I was gonna climb over it. But if I couldn't climb over it, yeah. If I can't climb over it, I wouldn't climb over it. Like one dude climbed over it and I want to climb over it. It was dangerous fuck. So I guess this dude's like was always exercising and shit, man. He hopped off fucking the bed all the fucking time, like in fucking crouch position every time he fucking land like this. Like what the fuck, yo? I can't land like that. I can't. My legs don't. If I was to land like that and with my legs being bowed already, I kind of have to land with my knees together. Does that make sense? And then kind of collapse my knees and then fall on my hands because my legs probably and knees can't probably take it. But as soon as my knees go to buckle, I buckle my legs. I make sure I don't got no tight pants on. So my point is, I can't do some shit like that. Maybe back in the day, if I lost fucking a ton of weight, I could possibly do something like that. But any time now, I feel like I'm gonna break my fucking bones, man. I can lose some fucking weight, man. Seriously. But those were the days back in the day, man. I liked who I was back then. Always wrote raps. All them raps from 2010 I lost. Only have like a few of those memorized in my mind. If I go back through all my notes, they were fucking real shit. Yeah, that training shit be stopping mugs. I got some Trizzle. Smoke some tree. Maybe I should microdose instead of smoking a lot of weed at once. Smoke a little bit of time consistently. I'm smoking through some weed, man. To where I can't even keep up with that. I mean, I got money to get it, just motherfuckers don't got it. You mean? It's just crazy. Smoking weed like there's no tomorrow. I smoke weed like I'm supposed to remain sedated in the weed high. Is that crazy? So, sometimes doing a YouTube video makes me feel better. You know, weird guys. I've been feeling down today. Kinda. I think it's me thinking about what I did at work a few days ago. You know, that's all. I got a 9 hour day to pull. It's a quick 100. Make 100 in one day. Easy. Feel me? So I got 100 coming and shit. This week's like fucking incredible fucking week. It's like every day I got a day to work. I'm gonna have like fucking $500 from this week or some shit. It's just nuts. When they finally fucking go to pay me. What is it? Buy some more shit, invest some more shit, and just keep repeating the same thing over and 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 over until one day I got a ton of money from investing. I also can decide on some other shit I'm gonna invest in and shit like that. But I think it's mainly my own projects. Like for some reason, I feel like I need to do an advertisement on Facebook for Janksta.com to make money. One of my friends is talking to my sister. I don't think it's weird, you know, and he likes her, I guess. Which I wouldn't know why he would date her. But this is my other sister. I remember you said something about it a long time ago in a message on the chat. I was live. You said something about invest in, what was it? Index? Something index? Who is it?
Yeah, are you downloading something?
No, I'm not. I'm live.
Huh?
I'm live. I'm doing a YouTube
Oh,
video.
well, if you run the internet, cut it off because I can't get nothing to play.
Okay, I got you. The internet's going slow supposedly, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I gotta go. As a matter of fact, I don't gotta go. I can switch over to my fucking hotspot. Some internet crisis. How the hell we got the fast internet with an internet crisis? Well, at least switch my fucking over to my hotspot. Okay, I'm back. I just switched to my hotspot. If that was that big of a deal, I just switched to my hotspot and shit. And that's all. I'm here. No, I'm still here. I just switched to internet. That's all. They got some internet crisis. Like everybody thinks I'm downloading something when I don't download anything. I just do YouTube. I used to do Craigslist. I download everything I wanted to download. Now I'm moving on to streaming on YouTube. Streaming on YouTube can't be a thing because it eats and drags the internet down. So I kind of gotta be considerate with the internet because that's just what the streaming does. And my phone's an HD phone, so it's probably streaming in fucking high quality HD and draining the internet of its speed because it's got to process such extreme fucking internet. You know what I mean? It's got to process this shit. This ain't live, like you know what I mean? Like you just don't do it. Everything's good. Thanks. Appreciate it. On his YouTube channel. Can't get nothing to load. How the hell's my cell phone prevent everybody, the whole entire internet from loading? It only makes sense.
spot. Oh, he just started streaming. That's why. Yeah, 2 people trying to stream at once. It's all good, guys. I mean, when motherfucker come out, motherfucker come out looking distressed. This internet shit. Let me tell you, this internet shit. I'm motherfucker looking like this. What's going on with the internet? These people are like internet zombies and shit. I'm just kidding. You gotta no. If people streaming it, the thing is, if he's doing stream, he's gonna stream for like an hour or so, man. Just don't make sure you don't try to bog the internet down because you can't do that with the internet, regardless of how fast your internet is. Like, there's a way if you use school internet, even that's extremely fast internet, to bog it down by loading something so many times and spamming it. If that makes sense. So you kind of gotta have consideration for people's internet shit. If that makes sense. I am a remember the Wi-Fi vampire video. I am a Wi-Fi vampire. See, these teeth that are not like this from not being a Wi-Fi vampire, man. Come on, think about it. So I'm so powerful of a Wi-Fi vampire that someone came and knocked on the door it's not even for rent. I'm not even renting this shit. It's a family member, of course, but I'm not even supposed to be here. I am 60 years. And they're not paying rent. That's so funny. I thought he was about to say, "You got a fucking job now or something, man? You gotta start paying fucking rent." I'm glad he said this. I'm glad he said the internet's he's struggling on the fucking internet, man. I owed him some money earlier. Gave him like $5 and shit, and looked out for him. Gave him $5, So he knows that I'm not out to fucking take his internet from him or even take his $5. If that makes sense. It's kind of like the two little thing. I'm trying to compare to something more extreme. It's like being in the midst of doing something and someone thinks you're really like that and you're really not in the midst of doing something you're really doing. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. Some shit like that. He started streaming 22 minutes ago. Dang. That means this shit, I should have got off the internet a long time ago and shit. Is that what that ding was earlier? Remember I got that ding in a message? One of my family members trying to message me like, "Hey, you're on the fucking internet, get the fuck off, man." I mean, I can be on the internet, just not stream. I mean, don't fucking eat our internet, okay? Don't eat the internet, dude. Um, 12:40. 12:42. I guess it was time for him to actually get on the internet. Shit like that. But yeah, there's no telling when that ever happens anyway. You know what I mean? When someone goes live or wants to use the internet and me not make it go slow and whatnot. The internet should be working now. Now people got me checking to see if the internet works. If I was the network admin like it was before, there is no goddamn internet problems, if that makes sense. I put that shit on like some ports and shit, open up ports, have that shit where the company come out, "Hey man, you can't make your internet faster. You can't do that." They'll do some shit like that. You like jump off this fucking bed. I don't want to think about Lot 121 thing again. You jump off the bed. Fucking like, I just guess I can't land like that. Maybe that's why it seems funny to me. I can't fucking land like this and shit. What the fuck? You gotta hop off that shit's tall as fuck, man. It's not just something you gotta prepare to jump off that motherfucker. Even for a taller person. That's a fucking way down, man. You're 5 feet, more than 5 feet up in the air, have to get down. And some people can get down like this or something and climb down. But the best thing to do is probably use like the end of the sink where the toilet is and get down. Because I don't know why they don't put chairs in there because people hurt people with chairs and cut them up. People mess it up for everybody, man. I wonder if they ever fix that.
in that jail. I don't think. And last time I was in there, they didn't fix it. And you could use someone's bunk. And that's another thing. You don't put your feet on another person's bunk to climb up. Another dude, my roommate. I don't know if you remember me telling me I beat the fuck out of my roommate. I beat the fuck out of that motherfucker. So many times he would climb on my bed and put his shoes on it. My socks are the only thing that touch my bed. My shoes and sandals don't even touch my bed. And this motherfucker puts his shoes on it after walking in the day room and shit, and then there's a shower or anywhere he actually walks, and then people go in and out the shower too, and then up on the fucking floor. Yo, dude did this shit so many fucking times, annoyed me so much. He had to play fucking witchcraft runes on the fucking ground all fucking day. I told him what I thought about fucking magic and all the shit I believe in. I was like, this shit's fucking real because of this fucking shit right here. Look, and then this other dude believed in magic and all this other crazy shit, right? And I got a joke about the dude. I said, the runes, when they do runes, supposedly it's supposed to foretell the future, right? But what he's seeing the runes say is he's in a room fortune telling and reading runes. I said, so you're telling me this dude's going to be rolling runes in a room every day for the rest of his life, and then he's going to figure out at one point that the runes are telling him he's in a room reading runes. That's so fucking funny. For like a religious joke, it's so fucking funny, man. You have no idea how fucking funny and stupid that sounds. Sorry, if you understood the religious, the thing is, you'd think it's really funny, man. He's fortune telling himself, reading a fortune tale. It's so fucking stupid. Because that's it. That's all he's doing. That's why I don't really believe in that shit, if that makes sense. But, like, the runes, I guess, didn't tell him I was going to whip his ass in 2 or 3 days or something. I guess he was trying to calculate some shit to like last second. But right before I went to go punch him again, after I pushed him against the fucking door. Oh yeah, he was against the toilet. He went to go pee. I don't know if I told you the story. He went to get down to pee, and he was just like something about this, and I don't give a fuck. Of course, he's facing another direction and shit. And I got up. I was like, I'm tired of this fuck. He was a guy that's a little bit shorter than me too. He had no fucking teeth, and I pushed his ass. I was like, "Fuck this dude!" He flew over the toilet, pissing. This dude's pissing. This dude's a guy pissing, and flew while he's pissing. It's gotta be a bad fucking situation. That's really disrespectful, ain't it? He flew against the fucking wall. I mean, the door, hit the fucking door. Of course, he has his pants on because we have 2-piece jumpers and shit. Of course, I mean, you know, if I take a second to pee. I push him against the fucking door, and he hits the ground and gets up. He's on the ground. I offer to get him up. Hey, Curly Samurai. I went to offer to get him up, and for some reason, when he didn't take my hand for me to get him up, it made me so mad that I punched him in the face. Is that crazy? He did not take my fucking hand. Oh my fucking God, it's LA. Hey LA, how you doing? I was about to say, who's this chick in here and shit? I told him some stories about work. Not too in-depth detail and shit. He been watching the whole fucking time. What's up? You're a fan now and shit? You're fanning shit. Hey. Go check me out on Lockdown 23 and 1's channel, YouTube channel. I got some videos up there as a guest. But I'm here talking and stuff. Let me know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Oh yeah, I beat up my roommate when I was in jail. And I pushed a dude and I punched him in the face. No, he didn't take my hand, and I punched him in the face. And then he got up at one point. This dude always complained about everything. That's what I noticed I shouldn't do, is complain about everything in life and just do. And I was already planning on doing that when I got out this time anyway, after doing 12 months. So dude gets up. He's standing at one point, and I thought he was going to hurt me for some reason. He Hold on, what was it? I thought he was gonna hurt me, and I punched him again in the face. For some reason, I thought he was really gonna hurt me, and then I thought he was gonna hurt me again, and I punched him again in the face. Right, right. This is a lot of assurance that I'm not gonna get harmed because this dude is my size, and I'm kind of like, if all someone's got to do is show me that they're not scared of me, and it kind of becomes a problem. If that makes sense. So he sits down on the toilet, and then he goes, he's like, "Don't hit me again." And I swing. I go back like this and swing as hard as I can. And like my wrist right here hits him. Like, so it connects, because this part of me is like really fucking swollen. Right here was like barely swollen. This was like fucking swollen and shit. And he was like, "Ugh." He had no fucking teeth, so I couldn't knock it out. And so the black dude, the one black dude that's cleaning and shit, I think he's mopping or sweeping or something. And he looks in the door and goes, "You okay, dude?" And he gets the police. And I think the black dude was trying to trick me the whole time because dude probably wanted to be get in trouble because he didn't like the fact I did deals selling my pills to dude in his cell. Some people are just fucked up like that, even though they may. Some people they're not even the police that they're under the snitch code, but they'll play the game in jail to get something to happen just because it happened. They're not even trying to be a snitch, if that makes sense. But if someone's hurt, you kind of you're right to tell someone that, hey, this person's hurt, man. You don't want the dude's head's bleeding. So I maybe dude didn't even know I was fighting him, right? And that's one thing I convinced the black dude that dude attacked me, right? Because I didn't want no one to know, because dude could have. People work against you and all sort of crazy shit in jail. I lied to the sergeant that came in. He said, "Explain to me what happened." I explained it such a perfect lie that it sounded like I was telling the truth, and they still gave me a write up, gave him a write up, and put him in the hole too. Isn't that crazy? So he got locked down too, and that's another thing. Like, he really, really wanted to. What kind of pills? I got them quills, them Seroquels. Look. What kind of pills do you get in jail? I don't get any pills in jail, if that's what you're saying. I don't have no connect or nothing. But, so he wanted a radio really bad, and I kept trying to tell him, he just wouldn't ever act as cool, man. He kept fucking just, one of those people that just always gonna fucking try to make you feel fucked up about something, I guess, consistently. And I didn't want to be in the room with this dude no more. Even though I thought he was cool like the first few days. I bought him a radio. I don't know if y'all knew this. I bought him a radio, and I told someone to send it over to him, and that's kind of how I felt about the situation, But when I punched him in the face when he was on the ground, I told him to fucking fix his fucking self, because the way he wanted to do things is not the way you do things, if that makes sense. Like, even though he said he's got a social security check and try to be homeless and beg people for money, you can't do that. That only on extreme circumstances. Even if you do, people will look out for you, but you're never going to stop doing that. That's the point of doing it, is to not do that no more. Unfortunately, if that makes sense. That's my personal opinion on it. But fucking, that's why I probably punched him in the face, and mainly it was because the whole thing about him fucking like, "Yo, fix your fucking self," was why I fucking told him that in general, and why I hurt him kinda, because I wouldn't really care, but it's kind of what I cared about. Being frustrated with them, because then he's the type of person now. So I'm like, "Yeah, man, I make money on YouTube and shit. You're trying to tell me how it works and how I can trick the system by putting money in it." I was like, "No, it's not. It's impossible because of these reasons. You can't donate yourself money and make more money because they take a percentage of it and all this other shit to it, and then they tax it when you get your money. So you can't put your own money in and get your money back and win on YouTube. That was the thing. Case then everybody would have been for on YouTube because they put the same money back in. No, it doesn't work that way. It can never work that way." It's possible for someone to send themselves money, but it's stupid. You'd lose money at that point to make money, because they take like 30% for the thing, and then you got to tax that, and you got to pay the taxes on it. It's a job. You're getting paid your tax thing. You get filled out. If you don't pass that, you can't get monetized on YouTube until you verify that shit and whatnot through a certain threshold. And then when you work, that's in your tax to your social security number through your tax thing. So they're gonna wonder where the money is for your taxes for that shit. I don't even think they take off tax deduction for it. You make that money, you better pay fucking tax on it. I'll probably owe taxes to fucking YouTube now. That make fucking sense? Not only did I work for the shit, and people wonder why I took a lot of my fucking other videos on my other YouTube channel put on here, it's because I'm struggling YouTuber trying to get my shit off the ground. I'm gonna reuse some of my content, especially when I work 300 videos. I think I did some constructive shit on my old videos, so I re-uploaded some of them. Come on, that's real. On a channel, get monetized, and I got some money for it. Finally made 50 fucking cents on that shit. You know what I mean? Finally, man. You know, I'm entertaining a lot of fucking people. Some of you on my channel got like 10,000 views. Just on its own, it's me. 10,000, 8,000. Come on, man. I deserve something after putting good creative shit into that stuff and getting the fucking views. So, I'm just here blazing up and shit. Fucking LA's in here. That's weird. He's running through my fucking mind. LA. Big city of dreams. Hold up. I need the original one. I actually made a music video of this shit, LA. This is one of the rap songs we used to listen to a lot. I think this is it. How about another fucking song playing? Another fucking app. Now I can play the fucking song.
LA, big city of dreams, but everything in LA ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, cause we coming from Queens, it gets down. LA, big city.
I hate to say this, but these old school rappers can't keep up with new school people with the rap shit.
Jose Luis Gotcha, Golden Guns and Tons, General, Emmanuel, Rock and Morale, government out to get me, trying to stick me. Move quickly, yo, the guard study swiftly, Indian style, knees bent, hands together, regulate, drop a cake and like East State, money to make first of the month, son, chop the way, break the law, and got a score like before, Armageddon, married street, smoke wedding, invest cheddar, shopping sprees and Reddit. My crew in the front, gotta lock my locks, in the back, got the gas, Joe, we truly was black, 4 light support, 1 to the dome,
I'm gonna go to LA one day.
Black man stole the
I
ride,
guess. I don't want to fucking be there.
I'm free to blink out when I see you, but 9 out of 10 just wouldn't wanna be you. Walk before the cash and spend it like Patinium. Hey yo, this rap shit is ill. Can you make mad dough but still hit your crew off an excellent grill? Show some love, kid. Ain't no selfish here. One love to that Marley Bar. LA, big city of dreams, but everything in LA ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, cause we coming from Queens, it gets down. LA, big city of dreams, but everything in LA ain't always what it seems. You might get fooled if you come from out of town, cause we coming from Queens. I'm in too deep, losing sleep, I can't call it. In love with this drug, loyal and all for it. What's it to do with no cash at 22? Take it or find out the best way to make it fast. My man's raking cash, being lieutenant. I'm in it to win it, so it might just take a minute to gain grams. Put my game plan in action, ways to make it happen. Took days to get to Jackson once the weight comes. I'm out of state.
I haven't heard a song in like 13 years.
Sons was the use of heat with no dough to flee the street. Caught a case with no trace of engine dead meat. Legal late type of router, have you shipped in greens? 10th out for a lawyer, now who split your cream? Game's deeper than the sea itself. Agile moves to make fragile crews deflate under pressure. Take it to the next measure with all pleasure. That's that treasure, cheddar, a legal life forever. Yeah, all together, like a butter soft leather. Been on this planet for 25
Please
years,
try to be
still
classy.
strong. The world's rotting like the veins in my father's arm. I remain calm, study Islam, read the Torah. World going in flames like Sodom and Gomorrah. Niggas dried up, laying in the box from the virus. Commercial thugs try to bust gas at the lobbyists. This life of crime only will shine. Real survivors, y'all halfway nuts. I advise you not to try this. Brace yourself, or you get yourself laced. Fucking with the sick Arabic Scarface. La ilaha illallah, illallah. You're fucking with the God that's Gumar Asdubar. Official, my missile rips through your bone bristle. I sneak
That's
deep
5%
in
knowledge
the
if you're wondering why it's talking like that.
my mouthpiece remains my new team.
Some gang shit was
Now
weird.
I'm out. Back to
I actually
the
know what all that
galaxy
shit means. I just don't
between
really
the crime
start
scene,
to
serving
fucking
fans
explain.
like fiends.
Or at least how I understand it.
Fiends. So it seems.
Try to take it off. Yeah, that's all fucking ever talks about. I guess. They're all fucking cool and shit. Some 5%er motherfuckers and shit. Bloods and shit. And some shit. There's a deeper meaning to all that shit that no one ever knows about. That I think it's about, but I don't know anything about gangs. I think that's why I try to fight some gang members when I was younger, if that makes sense. One day, this one guy rode by my house with a blood bandana. And I don't have no, had no feud with any gangs, or not. I have had a feud with any gangs. He rode by my house with a fucking, that's 2006, been in 2006, with a red bandana and was looking at me. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah, well, this is stupid, man. I told my friend, like, yeah, this shit's. So LA, I got rid of LA finally. Back on there or some shit. Just funny. LA's cool. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna explain earlier. I didn't fucking explain that. Did I explain that? What? It's funny. And if you heard me explain that, that's even more insane. That's crazy. Fucking insane, man. But I ain't really doing nothing, guys. That's all good. I like LA. LA's cool. I like her, actually. Like I said, I don't like her. You know what I mean? She's still in here. But it's life. So, I was gonna say something about Dude Dizzy earlier. I can't really remember what it was. It was something about being in a room with him. They were some hard roommates to be with, man. They were always on edge about shit, and like, maybe it's because I'm a small guy. And it's also, it's like, I didn't want to be in a room with them fucking no more, man. I was like, yo, move in the room with these dudes. I don't want to be in here no more, okay? That's what I told them. I was like, I don't want to be in y'all's room anymore. But I had to find my way out so it didn't look like I'm the weak person in the block. That's another real fucked up thing about, not that I'm ever going to weak person in the block, that you can't expose a weakness, and you got to do everything in such a way that when a dude, some of the dudes in jail be really fucked up. Let me tell you this. They will fucking drill your mind. You better be strong, man. But you know they're just people trying to be mean. It's kind of like school, kind of. They're just saying something fucked up, man. Yeah, the walls and the bars, or at least the walls and the metal doors, are really extremely intimidating. And you're trapped in a room. What did my roommate, like I told y'all, he said that he had thoughts about murdering me, okay? And I still stayed in the room because I felt like he wasn't going to do it. You know what I mean? The dude only going to do about 20 piece. Already has him. I mean, not that he's a murderer, but already has 20 years he's about to have to do, or 18 or some crazy shit he's going to do from robbing motherfuckers. So my point is, robbed a lot of people actually, or whatever he was saying. I don't even know if it was robbing people. Something happened with something, but him and Diz were really fucking hard on me, man. They didn't have to be hard on me. Like, they hated everything about me, no matter what it was I did, and that's all they wanted to do. Have someone to fucking, I guess, pick on and fuck with. And I'll talk with them sometimes, but whenever people get an impression about you, and you can't really start from somewhere and go backwards. You got to start from somewhere and then go forward. If that makes sense. You got to understand. Some people I explain what I believe, or wait a long time to explain to them what I believe in. Like this one guy was really cool with. I never told him what I believe in, but I told him in the end I kind of believe in these things when it kind of came around that time to do it. So that dude still see me as like kind of regular guy. That's why when I'm around someone, I don't explain instantly what I fucking believe. Like I believe in all this crazy shit. Like you know what I mean? Which is only what I believe, if that makes sense. It's nothing more than that. It can't make it real if you don't believe it. I mean, to you, if you want to believe it or not. But it's real as fuck to me. That's all I gotta say. Sorry. Sorry you haven't concluded that. That's all my belief system is, if you notice. It's like, we're not telling you to believe something. Here's how it works. If you don't take the initiative to how it works, we're sorry. It ain't the same construct as what a religion is. All the factors of how a religion works doesn't exist in my religion. If that makes sense. None whatsoever. You can be like, well, this stuff's because this. Like, no, this is what we believe in. This is it. This is the facts. It's not about fucking. I don't even go on topic none of that shit, actually. Saying a million fucking times. My point is, when I was in the rooms with the dudes in jail cell, I kind of started with that first, and then kind of taught my way backwards with my other part of personality. You can't do that. The point of me explaining that is, I always start with like, I'm not always start with like something, but you never wanted to come out of nowhere being a rapper too in jail, because then you're going to be exposed to it. You might be exposed as like, this dude's just trying to show off and shit. And some people expose that as like I think about these shits in jail, man. This is real thinking shit you think about when you're locked up. You can't do that because unless you're around someone and then someone will be cool with you rap. Some people I rap in jail, they really don't want to fucking hear it, and they'll insult you. Like this one white dude, he had a real fucked up upbringing. Let me tell you about this guy and what I seen in this dude. And it sounds really fucked up. He was like 20 years old, 19 or something. No, he's 21 actually, because he's 22 next year. His name was Ken Trusty. He writing books about samurais and shit and storyline. And I told him, man, if you hit me up one day, I can help you try to publish your books, which I already know how to do Google and stuff. But then I was just going to help him to go the right way to do it, not that I actually know how to do it, because I'm a smart person to easily figure something out and help someone. So the guy was from Kansas City. They call him KC. And so they don't call it Killer City for nothing. This dude was cool, tall dude. He told me about his upbringing, right? He's seen his mom kill his sister or something. And his mom's locked up for a long fucking time. And he was young on the streets hustling and shit, drugs. Well, he did drugs, to be honest with you. You know, he may have not went that direction, but he looks like a dude that's, you know, drove a car and had money and fucked bitches and shit. Really, he's like a gangster or something. Because when I first talked to dude, he was leaving the block. He gave all his envelopes to me and said, I said, what's up, man? I was like, why don't you talk a lot, man? Were you a gangster or some shit? I was like, yeah, like, because like, he's all shaking and shit of everything and the way he act about shit. And it kind of made me want to, like, size him up. That's crazy. I'm a little fucking dude. I was like one day, the dude's really distressed about something happening. Like, I'm distressed one day in one moment and shit, right? Like, I saw this dude's like, he can't. He's like post-match stress disorder, all this crazy shit happening in life. Like my bonus order thing, I'm trying to get him to give my goddamn meds in jail, right? And it's critical how these bone medicine, like it's real serious. And I'm entering it on the fucking kiosk, little fucking screen thing right here. It's hard as fuck. It's glass through it. You really can't break the shit, right? Because I elbowed the shit like a couple times and it still didn't fucking break. And don't get me fucking trouble with this streaming shit, guys. Oh, can't let my fucking phone die either. I'm still 34%. Fuck, I completely lost track of what I was saying. Can someone please run what the fuck I was saying, man? Gotta plug up my fucking phone and check my fucking data. That's a good part of the fucking story, too. I can't believe a fucking mind went blank like that. Curling. I thought that was a fucking troll at first and shit. Do I like my job? Yes, I love my job. Someone remind me what the fuck topic is. We're probably going to talk any fucking way. Oh no, man. My brain ate. This was more weed. Oh, fuck. How the fuck am I doing this? LA distracted me. Now my mind's distracted me. What the fuck? The fuck is this shit, man? LA wasn't supposed to expose she's in the chat room. That's crazy. That's who she was. Now I think she's fucking watching every fucking time I'm on. It shouldn't fucking matter, right? How the fuck should he work and shit? No, I'm on my phone. I gotta look up the fucking schedule. I used to do that a lot in my other old room. Punch a hole in the wall and I covered up. One time I thought I was gonna get in trouble, and like I was like 18, I lived here, and in my other room, I punched a hole in the wall, and all I did was put like a sheet of paper over it and paint it. It's funny, ain't it? For some reason, it's really funny because there was kind of like a hole where one was before, and they already knew about it, and they would have known the second one, so I like painted over it. No, it wasn't even a piece of paper; it was like a piece of cardboard, so it had to look official, so where it looked like it was just there one time, like that was already there. Some shit like that. I think one time it was a sheet of paper and I painted over it, and then after that, I kind of felt like it didn't work. I put cardboard. No, what I did was I put cardboard kind of in it, and then like painted over it some with something, and then I put a piece of paper over it and painted over that, and I think one white piece of paper fell down, so it kind of looked like it was still there if it fell down. If that makes sense, you kind of just. No, the hole over here in the wall, the small one, is fucking. Feels like someone's supposed to recently got mad. Or some shit. The other person used to live here. Because Stevie used to live here before. I love him because of Stevie. Because Stevie's cool. LA's been stalking me and shit. Shit's crazy. LA. Big city of dreams. I was supposed to play that shit at work and I forgot to play that shit. Why did I play it at work? Actually, I don't know if I did or not. I cussed out. Nothing, man. Just not supposed to do it or get fired. You know, you get one fuck you, and then you get a fuck you, you're fired. Basically, that's how it works. You know, fuck you for doing this shit, dude. Fucking fat. I got a fucking fat tummy. Pants are fucking tight as fuck. Had to loosen them up. Feel me? It's just all day. I don't know why I didn't fucking do that earlier. Like Al Bundy and shit. Rest and shit after work. Fuck that. I'm working not to work, actually. Like this financial freedom shit. I guess it'll exist one day. Actually, financial freedom is buying whatever the fuck you want whenever you want. That's kind of like the way I was looking at it when people mention financial freedom. Like, or you mean just live somewhere where you don't have to pay rent? Like, I already had kind of like that before. That's what I remember asking when I was trying to get Social Security and shit. 'Cause I'm a disabled person. I mean, I got something wrong with me that qualifies, actually. He's like, what more do you want, man? And I wouldn't really want more. It's about the fact that this is America and it provides something, and there's a bunch of different systems in place, and I want this part of the system to work for me. It really ain't nothing about nothing crazy. You know, I could have tried to ask people or charities or something, but I felt like just the Social Security thing is the most legit, realistic thing in America. If not, I'd have to work. I bet the best time to work actually. I got these fucking shoes. I don't order another pair of shoes. That's in my work bag. That Lockdown 23 one gave me actually. It's my work bag I made. Brandon, see, go to work. I had this in my backpack the entire fucking time. A brand new pair of fucking shoes at work, so I can switch out them anytime. I'm changing the laces. I like I got these shoes for real fucking soft, but he only had them in blue and pink laces and dark pink, and I'm gonna change the laces out with some other laces I got at one point. And there was other ones that were white, like blue and pink, but I didn't want those fucking shoes. These are the best ones, even though the laces came like that. And these shoes are really, really fucking soft. Softer than the ones I got on now. And whenever I need to switch out, my fucking hips and knees hurt, I switch to these bitches. And then I'm about to order me another fucking 10 pair of these. Shit, my legs grind the fucking shoes down the way I walk. Be grinding that shit. I'll show y'all. Here's another pair of shoes right here. Goddamn. Wearing fucking pink fucking sandals as a kid. Not sandals, pink fucking shoes. Because how soft it is. The shoes are so sensitive. See how it's like that? That's how my feet grind it down like that. It's fucking crazy, ain't it? These were blue. See, that's what I chose this color this time, but I guess it was vice versa. And it came out like that, I guess. I don't know what they said with these last time. I guess those were the only ones in stock. Because they didn't have the black ones. I used to have like a lot of black one of these, but I meant to fucking dye these actually. It's not fucking pink. I'm not fucking gay at all, and that's fucking really offensive. Maybe that's what I should do. Like, get an extremely expensive car and dye it fucking pink. But it's an extremely expensive car. Like, you can't violate me because even though it's in a pink car, some people do that. Actually, they'll get hot pink on a fucking extremely expensive car, and then it's a dude in it or something, and it's like you can't make it seem awkward because it's so what it's pink. But it's an extremely expensive car. That's like a mind fog. It's like mind reversal thing. I'm thinking that. I think we'll get a fucking really good car and get a shit hot pink. But I don't think I like that color. I like red or blue or some shit at one point and get tired of a different color and just dye it fucking different colors, I guess. Especially not fucking rainbow, especially since it's something different. I guess I would only like some charismatic color changing rainbow from different angle cool shit. Chromatic shit, that's cool as fuck. That's the only type of rainbow shit I like to see on my fucking car. And it dazzles and shit when you see it and it like reflects in all fucking different directions, I guess. That'd be cool. So the whole point of that, I mean, explaining any of that shit is Grizzy. Grizzy's home? I don't think I've seen that dude in chat. Is he? I don't know. I'm gonna look that shit up. Been a while. Nah, Grizzy ain't out yet. He would have did a video on that shit. I was kind of look that shit up. Nah, I wouldn't know if he got out. I mean, it's like possible for not to know. Grizzly's cool. Grizzly was like the guy I was probably was supposed to hang out with and chill with a long time ago. If that makes sense. Around here on some real cool level shit. Like I know I met him through Josh and shit, but he was actually my family members like him a lot. Or probably protect him like their blood related relative. Like he probably matters more to me than some of the other family members who are my family. And that sounds silly, if that makes sense to any regard, because he's been a soldier and whatnot, soldier and shit, cool guy, and that's all it really boils down to. That's my feelings on it, and that's what I see in a way, even though I never met him. That's the best way I can give it. I mean, back then, and then knowing him now, and then he got locked up after I've already met him, and I didn't even know he was gonna get locked. I got him for a long fucking time, man, and I would know when he gets out. Feel me? Grizz is fucking cool, man. Brisket and shit. Um, I think I'm a funny guy. That's what it really boils down to, too. Yellow and purple is that combo, I guess. And that's the thing about it, man. I don't really ever really like cars. Like that's because of Stevie Way plays Final Fantasy 11 so much, right? He says he really doesn't care about having a bunch of different things and try to prove to someone else that he has a ton of different shit to be cool or something. And that way he kind of feels that way about it. If I had to put something behind it, that's why him driving a car and someone else driving a car is the same thing to him. But to me, I gotta have something. Like I tell him my objectives in life and getting there, and he believes I'll get there at one point. But he's doesn't. And I asked him why he's not into that. That's where the conversation made him. He said he doesn't. He says he doesn't. He's not into that. Does that make sense? So when he plays Final Fantasy 11, that's the only thing that's fucking awesome and cool to him. Just like someone spending wanting to buy a super fucking car, or if I want to spend fucking $50,000 on a nice car, and I get it, and I'm like, hey man, I got this car, instead he'd rather play Final Fantasy. That's more cooler than him. Because at one point that used to be more cooler than me. Now it's kind of just to have a nice car to prove to someone else. I guess to prove to someone. There's no one else for me to prove it to. Me and everybody else that I got a fucking nice car. I guess. You know what I mean? That's what it means to me. Any other than that, a car doesn't mean nothing to me. It doesn't mean anything to anybody else. Other than if I drive around in something. I guess. Only recently, I kind of gave up on my religious beliefs and all this other shit, and then half of what I used to believe, just play video games all the time. Because sometimes people who play video games too much, they don't really have a life. I hate to say that, but all goals and objectives and success going to college, you completed, you're just a gamer. Nothing. Nothing but a homeless gamer. Think about that for a second. Homeless gamers who went to school and succeeded in life, who came out to be gamers. That's kind of like saying someone's like a bum on the street almost. Came out to be a gamer. Nowadays it's cool to be a gamer. Just take it back in the day, it kind of really wasn't cool to be a gamer. I'm exaggerating on the whole, like you're only gonna be a gamer. Like I was like, yo, why haven't you started streaming Twitch yet? And dude, this is too much, man. This dude's got 7 years gameplay time on Final Fantasy 11. He's probably the highest playing person in this game. But there's always some motherfucker out there also that probably can never stop playing that game. He was like, well, what does he smoke weed? Well, he did all that already. He still wants to play the game. You get what I'm saying? Had a girlfriend, lost his girlfriend, got another girlfriend, uh, Did the internet thing. Doesn't like doing social media. Thinks social media is okay. I guess he did. Like, well, he did believe in different religions at different points in time. I asked him about it. That's cool. He took some shit in consideration when I was talking about it, but he really didn't want to talk about nothing, anything like that. Hey, see, here he is. It's good to see you in here. Um, so basically, it's like this with my cousin Stevie and me. Like, I just kind of wanted to change who I was because I used to play video games a lot. I was playing like this. I kind of didn't want to be a. I mean, it's just like 2006 we're talking here. 2007. This is still where internet's just relatively far. It's like Windows Vista. It's not even Windows 7 yet. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm just like, the internet's for nerds and shit. I don't want to game no more. I don't want to watch anime no more. I stopped watching Dragon Ball Z, even though I was like kind of still watching it. I don't want to watch any other anime, so I kind of gave my anime too. Naruto, stopped watching Naruto. I did that fucking like a year and a half, 2 years before it had so many fucking fillers in it. I watched new Dragon Ball Super shit all the way fucking through, and the Dragon Ball Hero shit, but I just had to catch up on it. Sorry. But a long time ago, I really did stop watching all that shit and watching things. People think, like, it's like this. I kind of started rapping and just wanted to be a guy that was a guy that did guy things. And being a rapper was the only thing that I felt like if I did, I felt I would be cooler and better a person in general. And as long as I knew to do that, I wouldn't give a fuck about, like, probably later, give a fuck, like, how people. I don't know what I'm trying to explain there. But my point is, I wanted to become a different type of guy. I don't want to be a computer geek, if that makes sense. So rapping, I felt like was really fucking cool. I have some chicks not even want to talk to me on social media like before a long time ago. But every chick I've ever told in person when I was at school really wanted to hear me rap and shit. Thought it was cool. Even though I sucked at rapping. I don't care what no one says, man. If you're like trying to just start rapping, you're not that good at rapping, man. It's like you're really just trying to do it. And I'm trying to like put some stuff together. My memory really ain't there when it comes to like memorizing verses and raps and lines and shit like that. I just started, man. Of course, it sounds like I'm repeating some of the same things, saying yo tons of fucking times, but I'm not that fucking good at it. Get at it, automatic. I guess one rap that goes, the switch to send me off the no. So how to say, just status like just and I say, wait. How's it? Get it, your girl passing. And it's massive like Trish Stratus with the same looking face to this rook I played, took it name. Checkmate while she's checking me. A chess master crooked coming sideways at your table calling plays. I'm off the chain, she'll talk for days crazy. Popped it, knocked it in the way that had her walking awkward in a daze. Up on his ring, yeah. And bitch slapped the shit out her. It's a stick up, yo. That's like, yo, as if you a stick up hoe. If that's like you a stuck up hoe, this a stick up, yo. So quick you acting. I said, so quick you acting before I switch the latches off the semi blasting, on and off the semi blasting, some shit where it sounds like I'm turning on the fucking thing on auto or some shit. Semi blasting, switching latches, and then like something sounding, talking, getting backhands. Like, it's fucking pretty sick, dude. I just haven't finished it yet. And it's got a whole bunch of different punchlines and lines to it, how it all comes. And then, however, other part sounds, I redid completely. And then I'm going to redo that all one time again. And then I'm going to restructure the entire beginning where it sounds like I'm actually playing chess. See how it's just the beginning of a verse? I'm going to flip through all three of those verses I rewrote because, like I said, it ends all three differently. To where it's like the most insane thing you've ever heard. So if you set apart like sort of rook up played, took your dame's checkmate while she's checking May. A chess master crooked coming sideways at your table calling plays. I'm off the chain. Should talk for days crazy. And that's where I gotta begin the next line. I don't say nothing sexual at that point. It's still got to be on the lines of like picking up a chick in chess. I know that sounds fucking stupid, but that's the coolest fucking idea I've ever fucking thought of when it comes to putting a metaphor with something else. I don't know if any other rappers did that. One rapper did when some chick said that they were playing poker on a chick's back and smoking a blunt or some shit and playing cards and with wine using her as a table. Like, what the fuck? That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever fucking heard. He said rapping about these things. I was like, what the fuck are you explaining, man? That's fucking really silly. It's very easy to come up with something like that, but metaphorically speaking, and rap and metaphors is different. That says you're just explaining something simple. But yeah, I get it. Necro, I think this will get on topic of Necro. Necro did some fucking rap like that, and it came out like that. Necro's a decent rapper, but I really don't give a fuck about Necro's style. I'm the type of rapper to see his fucking style and try to fucking layer it in as many times as I can. And then at one point, when I'm doing fucking up tons of rap, at one point I try to layer that shit in there and then switch it up. On a lot of layer it in many times and do a tons of switch ups on it or some shit until it comes out my way or something. The way the fucking lines fall or some shit. It's just crazy, dude. I still think I'm at the beginning at rapping. Like, I'm still got a long, long way to go. Like, I'm not that far. Like, I got a long way to go. Like, if you seen what I was talking about and how I write, and then how other people write, and then how I think it's supposed to sound and how they sound, it's like, it's kind of like this. Listen to the song Jack Harlow, Tyler Hero, or Jack Harlow, What's Poppin', and then listen to my track, Gigi Jamar, The Dope Package. And you'll see that the way he raps ain't even that good. And the way I rap really ain't even that good. If you want to say it's based off rhymes and delivery, it's really just trying to sound cool. You know, I hate to say it. And Eminem kind of already sounded cool and did the best rap, so you can't be that no more. Now it's just you got to be just lazy and born with it, and that's kind of how Jack Harlow's doing it. That's how I feel it is, even though it's not like emo rap or lazy rap per se. He's like he just the way he's saying shit, the way it's effortless. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care how it comes out. That's what Jack Harlow's trying to explain in his raps, if that makes sense. He said, "I tell the critics shut up like my show is on. Get it? My show. That's yo. I'll go fuck. That's crazy. You have no fucking idea, man." You said tell the critics shut up like my show is on. Yeah, that's fucking hard fucking line, man. It took me a long time to get that shit though. I be thinking that I'm supposed to think the way fucking people in their 20s are supposed to fucking think, dude. Nah, I don't want to think like them motherfuckers, man. Yeah, I'm way further than them. Like, I'm gonna be way further than them that it's like they're gonna be stuck in the past and shit when the time they're my age, if that makes sense. And then when I'm 40, I'm fucking way further than them. That's why I don't want to be someone that's 20. Because the way they were brought up, when I see this shit logically, the way they see phones are and shit, and how I started with the internet and program. I mean, I look at programming some growing up. I kind of got the gist of everything, if that makes sense. I get the gist of it, but I don't know that shit like that, bitch. Like, I can't take any course on it, no. But I got enough information to start from one point and bridge myself down to every fucking layer to where I can figure out what I need to do something. Because I see life and I see how computers are in the same sequence how I see everything in life. You notice how I talk about everything and try to explain everything? Computers are like the same way, kind of. And another thing I wanted to say is, do what you want in life. But as long as you're respecting the law, because obviously we gotta obey that shit. You know, do what you want and do good. You know, and fuck the thing is, you gotta respect people, or at least respect people. It's true. For some reason, I thought the song "Tyler Hero" sound is pretty good. I think I liked the beat. When I first heard the beat, I thought it was a pretty good beat. One dude just out look like fucking Jack Harlow. I don't fucking look like Jack Harlow. I don't think I look like him for real. Maybe we have like a couple small features, but not at all. I don't think I look like that dude at all. If I look like him, I would fucking maybe he from me from a parallel universe or some shit, right? See, Jack Harlow would have been the rapper I would have been if I actually was how I was trying to live life the way he kind of does his rap music, the way he raps. Yo, he said he was fucking gay on Instagram. That's fucking crazy. I kind of don't look at him as the cool male as he that I always thought he was because he said he's down with his homies on Instagram. He's like he said he's not gay, but he no he said I'm not gay, but something, and it's gay. So it's basically saying no, it said I'm not gay, but I ride with my boys or something or some shit like that. And that's gay as hell. A bunch of people saying that shit. You don't delete his comments. And so who he is. There's a funny thing about this. How I'm a male growing up in the '90s and like 2000. So that you don't do that shit. Unfortunately, you're not fucking this. You're not the masculine male anymore, dude. I'm more of a man than you if you actually do that. That's just how the fucking shit works. I hate to say it. That's like that's one thing you're not supposed to do. You get what I mean? Well, to me, I know that nowadays it's like you can't disrespect someone's sexual orientation. Me, is it you gotta make a guy, like if I raise a son or a parent that may be a foster parent, raises that man, you know what I mean? To a manhood. You don't make them believe whatever they want and fucking this fucking silly man. You see I'm talking? That's real adult shit. How I learned it by real families. Like it's not you don't fuck with someone's head and make it seem like they need to come out gay. That's my point. Or they got the freedom to choose. How it's always been, the man makes the younger man growing up how to be a man to females. Who the fuck doesn't do that? Right? That's the normal thing. When a guy's getting older, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, you teach him how to be a man, not to be fucking gay. He starts talking that way, you slap the fuck out of him. And tell him you gotta be fucking around females and shit, you make him cool. That's just how it is. And then he comes out cool and he went through this tragedy that he was supposed to be gay and he's not. That's all how it is. You're not born fucking gay. No, I don't give a fuck what you say. Sorry, this just irritates me for some reason, guys. I don't know what I need to go on topic for a second, but that's fucking insane, man. That no one has consideration for that shit anymore. Now I just don't give a fuck about it. People, it's like, yeah, no, I don't care. Like, I'll have no say in none of that shit because I never need to take care of. I mean, if I need to take care of a kid, obviously, it'd probably really fucking disappoint me if that shit fucking happened. To tell you the truth, and I'd probably make him. If I had a son, he would probably come out to be a man. That's probably what type of parent I'd be because I think my dad made me come out to be a man. You know, cool guy and shit. My dad was married. You know, he had his wife, and I kind of have that still because I wanted to get married, but nobody's like that nowadays, especially when all their fucking people never really got married or nothing. At least most of the people around here. In Georgia, it was like all their people's. Here's the thing about that. Here's the funny thing about that. A lot of people I met here, his parents were broke up and or never married when they were together, and they had like a parent. They seen their other dad on mom on and off, and that's the people. All a bunch of people down here. It's like that. Or some people only have one parent and just never the other one, and then like some guy or something, or vice versa. Look, in Georgia, most of those people had their parents, have all their parents, and wasn't like that. And I know this because when I moved here in middle school, all these motherfuckers were like that, except the people were doing good who were with their parents. Now the people that were with the people raised with their parents in Georgia, I know growing up that these people had their fucking parents, man. And you knew when one kid didn't have everything like another person. It was like you can definitely see it. I don't know, man. It's just something that's playing in my mind right now. Fucking, I don't really remember that part of my life, but yeah. Fucking done. So I'll be on here for about another 10 minutes, guys. I'm gonna get off. But that's my philosophy on it because that's the realistic point of it, not the now that that's like that whole process of it is sounds just like this. Other people that don't believe in it have to accept other people that believe in it, and we have to believe this delusion they believe in. If that makes sense. When in reality, when you raise someone, you make them become who they are in a good way. Not then that's not raising the person no more. It invalidates the word completely. The whole concept of it. Just do whatever. That's fucking stupid. If you really fucking think about it. If there's some fuck in here right now that thinks that's fucking right, you're fucking insane. It just only makes sense that way. You raise them to be a good person. Oh, they can be a good person. These fucking racists. What the fuck are you saying? Is it gay now? Is it gay now? Because the kid says that shit. It's so funny. Is it gay now? It's gay. Gay now? Because saying that shit is funny. I saw about Deputy White. We were talking about that shit at work. Remember that video I did at work? Fucking Christmas special. I remember what dude was talking about earlier. He was talking about Vanguard Index. I remember looking that shit up before. I should invest in. Um, I had to drink some water, guys. Cause I smoke a lot of weed till I'm like really hungry and really thirsty, and I just like doing that for some reason. Like I'll be incredibly hungry and I'm still smoking weed. And it's like I shouldn't just drink some water, eat something, so I feel better. So smoking weed feel even better. Sometimes I just want to smoke weed and just not eat or drink for like see if I can do that shit for like a day and just drink some water until I'm like incredibly hungry and just keep smoking weed. I do that shit sometimes, man. Sometimes I drink like a soda and just go all day without eating. What are you like, dude, you're fat as fuck. What do you mean? Then I eat something. I'm like, I eat a lot. I'm like, yo, this shit's crazy. Kind of balances out and shit. But life. Let's just say life. A board game and shit. Oh yeah, my track. I think I told you this already. The track I'm gonna make, right? I found out what my track's called. That's the good track. It's like the best track that's gonna make me kind of known, if you want to say that. And it's gonna get me there, if that makes sense. And that's what I gotta do soon. That's right. Before I forget. I can write this down actually. Stay here for another 10 minutes, guys. I still gotta make this track. This shit's gonna be sick. I just remembered what it was. Where's my phone at? 14%. Hey, that's low. Running slow and shit. Poor bum. Shit. Hey, let's admit that for a second, right? No kidding. Never was. I don't care what no one says. If I just didn't want to like expect anything of anybody and don't ask anybody for any money, I'm just going somewhere because I'm allowed to be here. Like, come on, man. You don't have to put y'all's expectations on me and name call me. It's fucking stupid. If I do something extreme in this reality where you're like, yo, this dude's, how's this guy homeless? Like that. Like, the terminology wouldn't even be the same. Come on, man. You fucking just don't know who the fuck I am. I don't care. If that makes sense. The summary thing with whole work stuff. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it for everybody, actually. Not even me. I'm gonna do this shit just so I can do just these few other things in life. And you're gonna be like, how the goddamn fuck? This don't even make sense. You're gonna be like, this shit's ridiculous now. Like, you cannot do this. I'm trying to do this shit where it's like, you're like, there's no way this can happen. Like, everything I said in this video, you're like, no way, dude. That's fucking insane. It could be my goals. Hey. I'm gonna have some shit where it's like, I'm working and I save all my money. 2 years. Give me 2 years. And I'm gonna invest my money in such a way, it'll take a while, of course. You know, I'm gonna get somewhere. I'm gonna get somewhere. Well, leave a fucking job. And I'm like, okay, everything's delayed, guys, on everything I've ever tried to really actually do. Maybe what I should do, I should make a video to where it says I'm taking a millionaire challenge. How about that? And then see if I can actually become a millionaire, like a real video. Like, it's like, yeah, how you can do a video or you say something, you gotta like really do it. I was thinking about doing a video, right? And then say the millionaire challenge, and then and I can actually give you an update then, and I can only give you an update in 2 years. And in 2 years, I finally give you an update, so it don't distress anything along the way, if that makes sense. That's how I was thinking about it. So in 2 years, I'll give y'all a major update because that's only reasonable, if that makes sense. And I'll say that in the video. In 2 years, I'll get an update, and then I'll make sure in 2 years I do fucking video or some shit. And then I won't even be direct with if I however much money I had or how everything went. I'll just be like, I could probably just give a percentile at that point. You'd be like, damn, you're only at 1% still, dude. It's only like $10,000. Yeah, get it. $10,000, 10%, 100,000. Yeah. I guess y'all can't do fucking percentages and divide them really quickly like me. I can. No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. Even with the tens, like when it starts getting to twos and threes and fours, how these other dudes do that shit, like, yo, I don't even like thinking about that shit anymore, man. I only got a certain way of thinking. Maybe I'm like a drooling vampire. Julie Hancock. Bartek. There was a chick that lived over here named Hancock. Her name was Chelsea Hancock, and she was a tall mixed chick. Her dad's black, her mom's white, and she actually looked pretty good. And then she got another sister that's like 21. She's really fucking fine. But I went to fucking school with Chelsea a long time ago. She's my age, of course. And a long, long time ago, she lived over there, and she went to my school. I was like, it's the same chick, man. I was in 12th grade. She was a 9th grader, actually. So by the time I graduated. No, she was like 10th grader or something. I've never seen her for 2 years. She came out to look good, actually. Then her brother, the other dude, the mixed guy, who's in his 20s or some shit, he became a devil worshiper or some shit. I was trying to explain him, dude. You do these things, this, don't believe in that dumb shit. This is what it really is. Can't really convince other fucking people, yeah, for real. So went to the tennis court around here and shit, right? And dudes out there, seems like all the dudes that you meet, right, they're like 20s, right? They just, I guess that's what it is with like people or guys. They just feel like they got a school on you or some shit. I want to do this thing fucking at Dollar General. If it's a snowstorm, we'll fucking Dollar General. Um, Actually, here's the funny thing about it. Being able to buy something instead of creating it for yourself and starting it from the ground up with just a picture, you're actually better off just working to get something and buying the bitch. Fuck the whole other stuff, right? Because some motherfucker are gonna actually make it and get paid to do it. We pay you to just give us the fucking shit. We don't give a fuck about making it. You know what I mean? You made it for us. Is anybody feeling that way? I thought about that shit recently, man. I was like, yeah, I just want to pay you to get this shit. I don't give a fuck about making it. Then I was like, well, what about designing a fucking car? I thought about that too. Never should design a car, right? Fuck, take it shit even further, man. Design shirt, design car. Like it's got to look a certain way, you know. But then again, when I've seen so many different cars, I don't think there's really any way I can create my own cool looking car. Maybe I never put that in the fucking overall perspective. You know what I mean? 20-year-olds always trying to school on me and shit. Some shit. Trying to make it seem like I'm not cool or some shit. Like I guess I'm not cool. You know, I don't know. That shit. I don't need to impress these motherfuckers. I did actually when dude's 22 years old. The dude I said that he ran into the fucking level boss. His chick liked me, and his chick lived in North Carolina. This motherfucker lives in Ocean View, and I don't give a fuck about really talking to his chick. I think he got offended by it, but it's just like a people my age, just like you chick, you just talk to someone, you just respect the person. You know, like I've had dudes chicks come up and talk to me and say hey and shit at the bar. Like, I can't help you saying hi. I won't know me for a second. So I'm talking to you actually, the guy, and she come up to me and I'm like, hey, hello, and just trying to, you can't be just ignore the person because then you're really dickhead, and then you can't make it seem awkward, dude. So you're like trapped actually. And then the guy thing, you kind of just see how guys distress, and you kind of just gotta like wean the bitch off you. You know what I mean? It's just so stupid. Let me go and do that shit. Done. Actually, that would happen like 4 years ago or some shit. I don't give a fuck about any of these motherfuckers that know who I am around here. They know who I am, but I want to give a fuck if they really knew who I was. If that makes sense. I don't want to be known by everybody. That shit's eerie, man. I just thought about that shit. No, that's like too fucking much. I gotta be stealth and shit. You know what I mean? Okage, like Naruto. A dude that came in had a Naruto fucking hoodie on today. He didn't know what I was talking about. Naruto, man. Naruto. He had said Naruto Shippuden on it. I was like, I used to watch that show a long time ago. I'm Okage. Something should be don't familiar with Naruto is. And Okage is like a master, like a person that's like the highest rank, and you can't beat that motherfucker. And each village in the ninja villages each have and a Hokage, and the Hokages are the most powerful fucks. And you're only seeing the people in the show only fight people that are just people. They're just regular fighters and shit, and kind of do ninja super specials. These motherfuckers can do super specials times crazy shit. It's kind of like if I had to categorize myself as a Hokage from Naruto in reality, I would actually be a Hokage if that makes sense. You get what I mean? Um, I'm a Hokage in real life if that makes sense. in reality. You can't beat a Hokage because Hokages are at peace with themselves, kind of like Kakashi. And um, that's basically it. Until something happens in life, my focus gets off and all this other shit, and well, uh, but I already told you all my Hokage abilities and shit, and I stored that shit away by having a fat belly, and just sleeping and eating all the time, and doing entertainment, watching entertainment and shit. It's a thing. You know what I mean? Fucking internet was slow as fuck earlier. I made sure dude wasn't on and shit. Wasn't live on YouTube and whatnot. He just didn't check to see if I was online. And then he went live. Like, I don't just get live and just don't give a fuck. I actually check things. That's actually what I did before I went live. Just check. If he wasn't live. So that means he was 22 minutes into trying to stream. And shit all glitching and shit. I got some powerful ass cell phone out here to eat the internet away on an extender. I got an extender that brings that shit to me. Bitch, I'm going to take your goddamn signal. You don't even know that motherfucker's plugged up. Now, I'm allowed to have it plugged up. I'm allowed to have internet and this shit. I plugged that bitch up to where that shit runs. I'm just kidding. I don't even talk like that. I talk violent about the internet. You don't talk violent about the internet, man. I'm about to go ahead and get off here, guys. Peace.